With Tennis Zero releasing, I might as well go ahead and make a tier list for all the flows that are in the game. There's a good amount of flows in the game, but there's only so many D's and C's.
What?
But you might be surprised about my tier list, so make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get right into this video. We don't have that many styles, but we still gotta make it work, okay? Starting off with D, we got Team Spirit. Coming in at our first D tier, we got Team Spirit. Now, you must not notice what this green aura does, but it basically gives you and your teammate a 10% boost. Now, it can be viable, but there are a lot of other flows that could be used in a lot more deadlier ways. Let me say that much, all right?
That shit's ass, bro.
Like, because honestly, you're only getting this like 10% speed boost, and it's not even like it's a great speed boost. Low-key, there's another flow that's a little bit better than this one.
He ain't lying.
And I'm gonna be ranking it a little bit higher just because it's Team Spirit, dude. Moving on to C's, we got Adrenaline. Or sorry, this is a high C, low B. Because if someone was to smack it over there, you can come back and hit it back over there. But it's only for like a 3-second thing. This can be really good. This can be really good. Like, I would really put this in B. But you know, there's some other stuff that you could do. No, actually, if I'm being honest, I'm lying. Considering that some of these are actually B, A's, and S's, we gotta do this. We gotta do this properly, okay?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Properly, okay? Look, adrenaline. This would be actually considered a B tier thing, but we have to scale right now. So I'm putting this at C, but this is technically a B. So low C. Wait. Yeah, low C. No. Yeah, low C. High B, baby. Moving on to B tiers, we got Super Dive. And then we're going to our first B tier. And you must be wondering, yo, Frosty gang, this doesn't even correlate, bro. And trust me, it does. It does. We have 2 more tiers we have to get through. Alrighty. And as more flows drop, I'll update this list. Yeah. Okay. Now. This one you must be wondering, this is really just like the most basic one you could ever get. But if you know how to play saver, or whatever type you want to call it, like the save type, like in Volleyball Legends, let me tell you, you literally want to do this guy. So if I put this like no. If I put this like boom right over there, right? I'm going to right. If I do it like this and then go all the way over there, I can immediately tap it. Like, I can save this John for real. You know what I mean? So like if I was to do that, tap it, and then go like that just to save it, just so it can go over again, that is actually fire. But you actually have to time this stupid hitbox right here. This one right there, just to make sure you actually hit it. Boring. But it's still a really good one. I won't hold you. You just got to actually practice this one to make yourself even better. And you can practically block anything anytime you have this flow open. Moving on to our next B tier, which is low key and S tier if you know how to master it. Super jump. This flow is a B tier, but it can be an S if you know the exact timing and master the tech for it, okay? Now, there are 1v1, so there are going to be double hits. Some YouTubers saying there aren't double hits, but you can double hit in this game. Trust me, I've seen it happen. Is you're going to want to serve the ball, and then once you toss the ball up in the air, you're going to see that marker. You're going to practically want it to be like a 1%, okay? Because then once you do that, you can spike it down if you time it perfectly, just like I just did right there. I have a couple more clips that I have to show you of me doing it in the practice zone, so I can time this and be a freaking sniper. Yes! Like that. Another B tier flow we got, Moonball. So this is another B tier flow, okay? Moon is pretty dope, basically what you can do is just basically launch it. It just launches it really, really high. That's all it does. Now, this can be quite counterable if you're looking in the air or where it's going to land.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
It's always randomized every time, and it's going to always go off into the corners of the base map. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Like, it's always going to hit somewhere pretty devious in the back line, which you got to be aware of. Now, there are some other things that can counter it by you just being smarter with it, like adrenaline and such. You could just, you know, boom, look at that. Look at that. See, like, it's just randomized. Now, let's see, look, let's see if I can try to aim it. Oh, no, it's aimable. It's aimable. Now we move on to our first A tier, which is perfect spin. Perfect spin is such an A tier flow. Look at this tech, man. Look at this tech. One bounce. Up it. Right. Boom. Look at that, man. Look at that. You can, like, own haiku that, John, into some egoist tech, bro. So what you're going to want to do this tech is you kind of want to stand like here or whatever. This is something really egoist. Okay, press F, you know, once you get your ability, once it's back, you make one bounce, make sure it does a 2, and then you just make sure you hit that shot. Now, you're going to want to make sure that you practice this so it doesn't hit this wall, because if it hits this wall, it's going to count as an out. But this is really an A tier thing. And then your teammate could also re-spike it down. Like, there's so much text to this. This max with high jump would be actually a fire combo, because you could just do this, smack it down, it comes back, buddy just comes back and hits it again on some John Jisker stuff. I don't even know who that is. Moving on to another A tier flow, we got Samurai. So our first S tier flow is Samurai, just because of how look how broken this is.
What the hell is even that?
Okay, so actually Samurai is actually an A tier. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's something that you can do. It's really good, don't get me wrong, but like for the next 3 that I'm going to be putting up here, you can't really do much about, and you kind of can still counter this one with a flow, but it's still a good one nonetheless. Finally, we are in the S tiers, and with the first one, we got Energy Shield. So let's look at our first ever S tier, and it's going to be Energy Shield right here. It's super nice because all you can do is literally pop up this big old shield right here and then be like, oh yeah. If you get this, you pretty much block anything that comes into the path of the shield, pretty much. You can't use it against curve shots, sadly, but I'm pretty sure you can use this against lightning strike if you timed it pretty well. Anything that's in there. So if you get this legendary, it's pretty good for defensive. Our next S tier, which is overly broken and overly going, Lightning Spike. We are on to our next S tier now, and our next S tier is Lightning Spike. Okay, Lightning Spike is devious. That's it. That's literally what Lightning Spike is, bro. Literally, it's like the fastest spike in the world. It's 1 free point. It's every time it's 1 free point if you land it right into that little crotch pocket, that green circle right here. So if I was just to just do like this, get my thing activated, boom, every time it's just knocking it right down into this little keister corner right there.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Like you're really gonna be serving balls into people's mouths with this one, all right? Like let me tell you, look at this game. And last but not least, still the best nonetheless, we got Curve Shot. Now, what stands above the rest is this is literally unblockable. It puts you right into a nice cutscene that puts you right into this little curve shot, and you get this right here. It's not blockable. No matter where you do it, you can do it in the serve, you can do it while playing. If you have that bar full and you have curve shot, man, oh man, you are hitting it. I'm not gonna hold you, secrets are low-key busted in this game. Like, look right here. Look right here. I can do it anywhere on the court, and you can't even energy shield block this. I'll make another one for styles, but right now I'm just gonna do the flows right now because of the abilities of TZ. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, road to 5K, and I'll catch you guys in another video. See ya.